I don't know why I'm laughing. I've got a sore head. You like the coat? Camel hair. It is genuine camel hair. It is. Don't you believe me? Look at that. Look at that. Just before the show, the producer took me to one side, and he left me there. He said to me, he said, how do you feel tonight? I said, well, I feel a little bit funny. He said, well, get out there before it wears off. I'm so fed up with people picking on me. Trading cards.
I've been to a straight play.
Over in glasses. Oh. What are you talking about?
He's getting up, bosun.
It's a bit late this morning, sir.
I got a feeling this whole operation is coming apart.
What do you mean, sir?
What do I mean?
Oh, I'll get it fixed. I'll get it fixed.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, bosun, take the wheel.
Yeah, all right.
Dear old Tom. And we in the profession loved him for the same reasons that you loved him. He was funny. He was a funny man. You see, in the old days, they used to go into the arena and fight the lions and fight each other with net, and they would have gone in with a steel trident. But Tom would have had a rubber one, and that was the difference. And Tom used to do the most dangerous job we have in our profession, which is the stand-up comic.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Ever got time for more? I shall now produce from the empty cloth 4 live ducks. Oh! I got away again. Look, see that? This one just the same look. Here's a little trick I'd like to show you now. It's a very famous egg and bag trick. Here's the egg, here's the bag. My teeth itch. I went to the dentist. He said, my teeth are all right, but my gum's going to come out. And I said, he looked at me, and I said, I got a terrible pain just up there. See? And up there it was. So he said, I'll tell you what I do. I said, what's that? Because he spoke to me. And I said, I got a pain up there. He said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll x-ray it. So you get these little tiny x-rays like that, a little small one like that. And you put it up there like that, and you hold it up there like that. And I'm sitting there like that. And they bring this x-ray machine in, see? And it, like there. And it went, just like that. And he took it out and he looked at it. And he said, no wonder it hurts. You got a finger poked up there. Egg, bag, bag, egg. You know, as I was waiting to go in and see him, the same dentist, and I was sitting reading the magazines. Wasn't it awful about that Titanic? Another stage will vanish in front of your very eyes. And you... Oh, my feet are killing me. They are, every night when I'm lying in bed, they get me round the throat like that, trying to straighten. I want you to watch me very, very closely. And if you see any suspicious moves, don't say anything. This egg will vanish in front of your very eyes, and you won't have the slightest clue where it's gone. And yet, on the other hand, I've got 4 fingers and a thumb. Oh, dear. Look, vanish in front of your eye. You haven't the slightest clue where it's gone, have you? Hey, where? Under my arm? No. Another one? No, look at that. This one? No, look at that. Higher? How's that?
I can remember so many amusing things about Tommy. 1967 in Blackpool, for instance, we were... And a lot of these things, incidentally, I've put into a book, an autobiography. They're so funny, I thought they were worth putting into this book that I've just written, an autobiography called Impressions of My Life. Yes, I thought I'd plug it. Well, I mean, Tommy would have done, wouldn't he? Yes. Anyway, so there was a place where all the pros, all the theatricals used to gather, called the Galleon Club, I think. And we went in there one night, and it was very crowded. And Tommy turned to me, he said, "What are you going to have to drink, you see?" So I said, "I'll have a lager, Tommy." He said, "Keep your voice down." I think he was afraid some of the other people might take advantage of his hospitality. So we got these drinks, and he got the change for the drinks, which was about 2 bob, which he left on the bar. And about half an hour later, he's looking for the change. I said, "It was 2 bob on the bar, wasn't it, Mike? Wasn't it 2 bob belonging to me?" I was sure she left 2 bob. I said, "Well, she did. There was 2 bob." Hey, it's gone. "Where's that 2 bob gone?" And she said, "Well, it was there." He said, "Well, it's gone now." I said, "That's terrible, that." He said, "You can't trust anybody, can you? 2 bob there was on that box, but it belonged to me. Who's had it?" See? I said, "Well, it's gone now, Tom." He said, "That's terrible, that. I mean, 2 bob, who would, take 2 bob?" And he paused for a little while, and then he said, "You see, Mike, it's not a principle, it's a money."
So I went to this doctor, and I said, "It hurts me when I do that." He said, "Well, don't do it." Yeah, I had a meal last night. I ordered everything in French, surprised everybody. It was a Chinese restaurant. And I said to this Chinese waiter, I said, "Look, this chicken I got here is cold." He said, "Well, sure, he's been dead 2 weeks." I said, "Not only that," I said it twice. I said, "He's got one leg shorter than the other." He said, "What do you want to do, eat it or dance with it?" I said, "Forget the chicken." It's making me giggle now. I said, "Forget the chicken." I said, give me a lobster." So he brought the lobster. I looked at it. I said, "Just a minute." I said, "Just a minute," I said. I said, "You only got 1 claw." He said, "He's been in a fight." I said, "Well, give me the winner." Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, Tommy Cooper was just as funny off as he was on, and that really was funny. You know, for 18 months, I had the dressing room next to Tommy Cooper's at the Prince of Wales Theatre in London. And you see, I'm the sort of performer who likes to try and relax before he does a show. So I would get there early to the theatre, have my aspirins and fingernails, cup of tea and a Marie biscuit, lie down on the chaises long there, you know. But not Tommy. He'd come in at the last minute with his mates. I'd hear him next door laughing and joking with his pals and cracking gags. The one person who did get a bit sort of agitated was his dresser. And he'd knock on the door and he'd say, "Mr. Cooper, it's nearly time." He'd say, "I saw it, Joe. I saw it. Relax, relax." You know what relax is? It's a little bit of dark chocolate. Oh. And he'd say, "But Mr. Cooper, you'll be off." He'd say, "Joe, I've been going off for years." Oh, oh, oh. He'd say, "Mr. Cooper, you're on." "How am I doing? Am I getting any laughs?" Oh. And then he'd bang on the door and say, "Mr. Cooper, they're playing your music." He said, "Why didn't you call me? I'll be late, I'll be off. Get out of it, will you?"
Thank you. you. Thank you. They stopped. Thank you. Well, I must say you've been a wonderful audience. And I'd like to finish now with a little song. I can always tell when an audience is going to be good or bad. Good night. What? Spoon, Jar Jar, spoon. Spoon, Jar Jar. What about that smoking, Joey? Spoon, Jar Jar, spoon, spoon, Jar Jar. Spoon, Jar, spoon, Jar Jar, spoon, spoon. Stop! Stop! Well, pull it, pull it. Oh, dear. Rose, Rose, I've risen. I didn't like it at all. Look, see that glove? Second hand. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, dear. I backed a horse today, 20 to 1. Give me 20 past 4. He was so late coming in, he had a tiptoe back to the stable. And the jockey kept hitting like that with a whip. Not like that, like that. Like that. And the horse said, what are you doing that for? There's nobody behind us. I bought a greyhound about a month ago. A friend of mine said, what are you going to do with it? I was going to race it. He said, well, look at it, I think you beat it.
Everyone wanted to imitate him, didn't they? That was the true accolade, I think. And he was funny as soon as he came on. He didn't have to say anything. He was just funny. I mean, there weren't many like that, I suppose. Well, W.C. Fields was one. Oliver Hardy, I suppose. But above all, it was Tommy. That belonged to Tommy. Just coming on and looking funny. He was big. He was clumsy. He was sweaty. He was hot. He sighed a lot. Oh. But above all, he laughed at himself. And I think it's that laugh that'll stay in my memory.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, what a day I made. I went to see my doctor. I had to, he's ill. And he said to me, he said, can I help you? I said, yes. I said, I get these terrible dreams. He said, what's that? I said, I keep dreaming these beautiful girls keep coming towards me. Beautiful girls, I keep pushing away. They keep coming towards me, I keep pushing away. He said, what do you want me to do? I said, break me arm. He said, I want you lying down on the couch. I said, what for? He said, I want to sweep up. I said, but seriously, doctor. I said, seriously. I said, seriously, doctor. Seriously, doctor, I said, I have broken my arm in several places. He said, well, you shouldn't go to those places.
Well, what can you say about Tommy Cooper? Terrific bloke. I only met him a couple of times, and I think that the funniest thing about Tom was the real life. I mean, he was brilliant on stage. He was probably the best we've ever seen. But I remember being in a pub, we got a boozer next door, right, where we all go occasionally to try and find our director. And, yes, thank you. And was in here one day with my mate Terry, who was driving me, and just out by the toilet, right, there's a telephone, and the door opens, like, opposite the bar, door, right, and there's a telephone, and Tommy Cooper was out there for ages, and I thought he probably had a curry or something, but as the door had opened, he was on the phone looking all puzzled, and he called Terry over, who he didn't know, my driver. He said, Terry, where? He said, excuse me, cover a minute. And Terry said, yeah, what is it, Mr. Cooper? He said, is this pub, how's you pronounce it? Is it the Anglers or the Anglers? And I went, pardon? He said, how's you pronounce this pub? Is it the Anglers or the Anglers? And he said, it's the Anglers. He went, it's the Anglers. I said, are you sure Anglers not Anglers? He said, it's Anglers. I said, tentative. Yeah, all right. I should call Torbus Anglers. And then a strange bloke come out the toilet, just an ordinary bloke, like mind his own business, a car salesman or something. And Tommy Cooper said, speak to him, will you? Give him the phone, and the bloke got the phone up him and said, hello, Rose and Crown.
Here's a pack of cards. Now, I'd like some here now at random. Mr. Random. Would you think of any card you like in the pack, so but don't tell me? Think of any cards. No, just think of one, sir. Have you thought of one, sir? Right, now this is my number matter. If you don't mind, I don't matter. I'll put the cards in there, sir. Now this duck will take your chosen card from that pack. Now, you may have seen a duck do that before, but be fair, what was your card, sir? No? Correct. No. And I found his own violin. His own violin. And this painting, all painted. So I took him to an expert, and he said to me, what you got there? He said, you've got a Stradivarius and a Rembrandt. Unfortunately, Stradivarius was a terrible painter. And Rembrandt made rotten violins. There was in the jungle, and there's a hyena. You know, a hyena. And he's talking to this monkey. And he said to this monkey, he said, you see that little passage, that little thing down there, a little narrow? He said, just down there. He said, you see those big clump of trees and bushes? And this monkey said, yes. He said, well, I go home that way every night. He said, I don't have to. But, you know, it's a short cut for me. I go home. He said, but every time I get to that bunch of trees there, he said, this lion jumps out and throws me all over the place. He said, I don't know why you picked on me. All the time he says, throw me about, bash me about. He said, and then he goes. You know, he thinks it's funny, you know what I mean? So, this monkey said, I know what you mean. He said, well, I tell you what, he said, I'll come over here tonight. You know, he said, to protect you. So he said, would you? He said, yes. So they shook hands on it. Nothing in writing, just shake it. They shook it. And they started walking down towards this clump of trees. See? I can't help laughing. I know what's coming next. And he got down to this clump of trees, and he was just going to turn like that, And this lion jumped out and got this hyena and went boom, boom, boom. And this monkey went right up the tree. And left him there, looking at him like that. And he was looking at him like that. And all of a sudden, this lion went boom, boom, and left this hyena on his back like that. He may have been like that, no, he's like that. And then the monkey came down and was standing beside him. And this hyena's like that. And he looks up to this monkey, he said, "What happened?" He said, "I thought you were going to help me." He said, "Well, I was," he said, "but when I looked down," he said, "you were laughing so much, I thought you were winning."
The thing about Tom was that he couldn't act. And he thought he could. But he couldn't. And I can remember once, when I was shooting the original plank, which is over 20 years ago now, when Tom had his own fez, and we were sitting at lunch, and the plank at that time was full of actors, full of good actors. It was full of good actors, and he couldn't act. But we were all having lunch, and as we were all eating there like that, and the actors were talking, "Hello, hello," and they're all, "Hello," you know, because actors can talk with a mouthful, because a lot of them don't get paid, but they get a good meal. Anyway, Tom's sitting at the end of the table. Tom suddenly gets up and lies down on the floor in a public restaurant. Well, of course, I expected this, and all the hello, hello stopped for a minute. And then Tom got up and started with his meal. And I said to Tom, I said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "I just wanted to do something visual." That was Tom. But I'll tell you something. One of Tom's looks was worth 10 years at RADA.
Fine. Off the top.
Off the top? Off the top?
Off the top.
Hang on. Just a minute.
I've no idea how many surprise guests we've had for people we've saluted on This Is Your Life, but the craziest must easily have been Tommy Cooper. Now, he wasn't one to come and prepare things beforehand, not that you'd notice if he would anyway. And the first I'd see of him would be live, on air, and even then, I wouldn't know whether he was going to come through the doors or the wings or the audience, but you knew that it was going to work out somehow. Bill, among the many roles you've played, one of the most difficult must have been when you attempted to play straight man to a comedian, because that comedian happened to be the hilariously unpredictable Tommy Cooper. Tommy, I understand that you've been a great friend of our star guest of honor for many years.
Oh, many years.
Yes.
I'm not wasting my time, am I?
No. A good friend, an admirer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes. I tell you, it goes back a long time ago. It does. It goes back a long time ago.
Long.
A long time ago. It goes back.
Well, what do you admire about him?
Many times. I said that. It goes back. I tell you, because I remember the very first time he gave me his first pair of boxing gloves. And I always treasure that because I always, honestly watched his fights. I watched all his fights, I really did. Every fight, I watched all his fights. But I tell you what, he's changed a lot. He has changed a lot, because the first time I met him, he was black with big lips.
You're thinking of Frazier with an eye.
Well, he's got an eye. He's got two eyes. But you can't see both because he's sitting on one side, see? But I can't understand why he's still not black with big ears.
Look, it's Bill.
Big lips, not ears, big ears, big lips.
But I mean, what can you tell us about him?
What can I tell you about him?
About Bill?
Well, I don't know anything about him. I never met him.
How can you tell us anything about him if you never met him?
I never met him before. I'm talking about Jack.
And then when he did come on, of course, that was something else. I remember on Eric Sykes' This Is Your Life, I just gave up and sat down with my guests. Who else but Tommy Cooper?
Good evening.
I'll do something.
Is that it?
Do something.
Yeah. Can you tell us something? Tommy, why don't you tell us something about that famous film of Eric's, The Plank, that we were looking at?
Oh, yes. Now, I remember now doing this film with Eric, The Plank, and it's very funny, it was. No, it was very funny.
He not only acted in it, he wrote it, didn't he?
Yeah. I was coming to that. And he wrote it. I know I was in it. I'm telling you I was in it. I just said, what?
You're in it now.
You put me right off now. I was in the film, yes, The Plank, that's right, yes. And he wrote the script. He wrote it in a letterbox.
Why did he put it in a letterbox?
It was a postscript. Oh, dear. How do I think of that? I don't know. And while we were making this film, that's the first film I ever done in my life.
It's longer than Frankie Howard.
Not yet. Not yet. No, I'm going to be very quick. We're doing this film, and we're in this house, remember?
The house, yeah.
In this house. I was in this house, the same house. I can't help laughing, I can't. I know what's coming next. And while we were doing this film, there was one shot in it, and we had a scene where we had to knock nails into the floor. So, anyway, he made me good at a typewriter, but he wasn't very good with a hammer. Because I had to hold the nails while he was hitting them. And he just missed this one. But he caught me with that one. Take her off, man. Come on.
A great memory of Tom was he and his wife lived in a bungalow in Eastbourne, and one Sunday morning they had a terrible row. And Dove, his wife, went off in a terrible huff and arrived at this hotel in Brighton where they used to have a Sunday morning drink in the hotel bar. Now, she's sitting there having a drink, and 15 minutes later, Tom follows on in another cab. 5 minutes from the hotel, he takes his clothes off, his jacket, his shirt, his pants, everything, and he's right down to his underwear. All he has is his socks, his long johns, his suspenders, and he walks through the hotel with all the guests looking at this fellow, wondering what's going on. And he walks through the hotel, into the bar, right up to where his wife is having a drink, and he says, "Dove, where's my clean shirt?" And that was the real Tommy Cooper.
Chief Barker, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for your distinguished guest of honor, Mr. Tommy Cooper.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chief Barker, fellow Barkers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. From now on, this speech goes downhill a bit. What?
You've got to put your face on.
Not yet, not yet. I told you to wait in the truck, didn't I? Your own wife echoes it. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, I must say, when I heard of his honour, I told the family, and I told my son and daughter. I've got a son and daughter. I get things right sometimes. And I said to my son Thomas, I said, I've been invited as a guest of honour to lunch by the Variety Club. And he looked at me with tears in his eyes. And he flung his arms around me. And he said, "What the hell for?" Does my voice sound a little bit hoarse? It does a bit, doesn't it? As a matter of fact, I lost my voice completely yesterday. And the one I got now, I just borrowed for this lunch.
Tommy Cooper.
Yeah, I were fabulous, Tommy. He was a legend, that man. He was absolutely brilliant. Tommy liked Tommy. Oh, I loved him, me. One of my heroes.
Thank you. God, what a lovely audience. A sit in ovation. And I said, oh, got something in my eye. It's a finger. So I said to this chap, what happened there? So I said to this Chinese waiter, I said, excuse me, and he said, yeah? Look at that, impressions as well. I said, tell me something. I said, are there any Chinese Jews? He said, I don't know. Go find out. So he went and he came back. He said, no. There's only apple juice, pineapple juice, and orange. So I said to this Chinese lady behind the counter, see, I said, excuse me, and he said, yeah? Could have been the same one. Well, he could have walked round, couldn't he? I said, have you got frog's legs? And he said, yes. I said, well, hot water kind of get me a cheese sandwich.
Tommy, not just a lovely man, but a great, great comic.
If I had a tough audience, you know, I used to just put one of these on. And that would get me out of trouble right away, I can tell you.
It almost goes without saying, one of the funniest men I ever met.
I was in Margate last summer for the summer season. A friend of mine said, you want to go to Margate? It's good for rheumatism. So I did, and I got it. And I tried to get to the hotel, it was packed, so I went to this big boarding house. And I knocked at the door, the landlady put her head at the window. She said, what do you want? I said, I want to stay here. She went, stay there, shut the window. And while I was there, I bought one of these skin diving outfits. Let me see, like a frogman suit. Bought the whole thing, you know, goggles, big flippers, tank on the back. And I had a photograph taken like that and like that. Well, you never know, do you? You never know. And I went to the bay and I jumped in because you're not supposed to dive, it's dangerous. And I jumped in like that. And I think I turned a little bit all the way down. And I went down to about 155 feet. It was lovely, very quiet. And I'm going along like that. I've got the instructions here. And I get rid of them and I start to do that like that. And the feet are going like that. Not in the front, in the back, you know. And I'm good. And I don't care now, you know what I mean? I'm all over the place. And the goggles getting all misty and everything. And I'm humming to myself. Not loud, just. And all of a sudden, I saw a man walking towards me. In a sports jacket, grey flannels. I thought, that's unusual for a Thursday. So I went towards him, I was moving like that. Went towards. And I got right up to him, I took this pad up, and I wrote on it, what are you doing down here? Walking about in a sports jacket, grey flannels. And he took this pad from me, and he wrote on there, I'm drowning.
Tommy Cooper. Well, what can you say? He was the only one who could read the telephone directory and make it funny, that bloke. He's a genius. We'll all miss him.
He really was one of the funniest men in the business, and to this day, we all still miss him very, very much. Great comic.
There's a man having a barbecue in the front garden, so you turn the spit like that, and the flames are getting higher and higher. Higher and higher, see? And he's singing, oh, sole mio. No music. Oh, sole mio. Farewell. And the flames are getting higher and higher. And a drunk walks by, he says, your singer's all right, but your monkey's on fire.
He was one of the funniest men I ever saw in my life. He was just terrific. He was really funny, man.
Tommy Cooper was the all-time funny man. He was really tremendous. He'd only to walk on for me and I'd start laughing. Really tremendous. He'd be missed.
God bless his mother, I say, for giving the world Tommy Cooper.
There's a man went into a pub, see, They got a pint of beer, he drank the beer, put the glass on the counter, turned to the people on the right and said, "You're a bunch of idiots." And he turned to the people on the left and he said, "You're a bunch of fools," and walks out. Next night he's back, pint, puts the glass on the counter, turns to the right and says, "You're a bunch of idiots, and you're a bunch of fools," and he walks out. There was a man sitting there, and he said, "Look, if he comes in tomorrow night, he may not come in, I don't know." Well, you don't know, do you? Well, he may not. Well, you can't blame me, can you? I don't care. I don't want to say, I don't know the fella, I don't care if he comes in, it makes no difference to me. But he came in, got the beer, drank the beer, put the glass on the counter, turned the people around. He said, "You're a bunch of idiots, and you're a bunch of fools." And this man said, "Just a minute, I'm not a fool." He said, "Well, join the idiots over there then." Thank you.
Dear old Tom, you know, we in the profession had the privilege of knowing Tom personally. But I wonder, will we ever see his like again?
We'll meet again. Don't know where, but I know we'll meet again someday. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, until the blue sky, bright gray sky, far away. Yes? I shall never forget the first time we met. She was sitting on top Waterloo Bridge, dangling her feet in the water. She cocked one eye at me, and I cocked one eye at her. And there we stood together, cock-eye. And she had most unusual lips, both on top. And long, blonde, wavy hair all down her back. None on her head. And she had a very cute little button nose. Very cute. I used to like the way it turned up. Then down. Then sideways. But I loved her. And we had some wonderful happy times together. We used to go on the beach. She gave me a wave. I still got her home in a bucket. We used to go on the sands, play little games together. She used to bury me into the sand, and I buried her in the sand. And one of these days, I'm going to go back and dig her out. And then she said she was hungry. So I bought her a stick of rock. And she bit it. And she went, "Oh." Wasn't quite so loud as that. It was more, "Oh." And then she started to cry a bit. Oh. I said, "What's the matter, love?" She said, "I've broken a tooth." I said, "Don't worry, you've got one left." And when she stood up, she had bow legs. She used to walk like that. I said to her, why don't you learn to play the cello? So I said to myself, I'll take her and get some lovely teeth for her. So I got the best set of false teeth that money can buy. And they look beautiful. Beautiful. And then, after all that, the money I spent on her, I don't think I'll carry on. I'll try. All the money I spent on her, she left me. Left me. It's fun. It's not you, is it? And a year later, I met her again. And she came towards me. And she just stood there and laughed at me. Laughed at me with my own teeth. But I know we'll meet again some sunny